Okay, you guys. So I just got out of class. Whew. It wasn't too bad, you guys. We learned about homostasis. Yeah, I know these are some big words. And I really want to give a shout out to the Reddit community. I absolutely love you guys over there. You guys, I have saved a lot of money. There was a book that I needed for class, and I thought that I had it. So I just hopped on over to Reddit and I messaged one of my little dealers, right, to get one of my books for class. It would have cost me on Amazon anywhere from 60 to 80 bucks, but I ended up paying $18 for the book, literally PayPal'd him. Boom, I got the book in my hands digital. This book for class is so hard. Um, you guys know me. I have my little tricks under my sleeve and getting things that I kind of want. So I was not about to go and spend anywhere from 60 to $120 on this textbook that I'm only going to be needing for 7 weeks for class. So I just messaged him up. He told me I pretty much have every book that you probably need for class. And I just went ahead and paid for the book. Um, and I just went ahead and PayPal'd him and got the book. So I'm grateful for that. Yeah, when you're in college, it just saves a whole lot of money when you can get these books used or PDFF. Another one of my books that I needed for class, it was an anatomy and physiology book. And now that I'm sitting here thinking, I may have this book in my storage unit. And then I remember taking anatomy and physiology back in medical school. So I could have just contacted my old college to get a copy. Huh. That's what I should have done, but I didn't do that. I ended up finding the textbook on Internet Archives. So I just went ahead and borrowed it from there and I have a copy of it and yep, I'm good to go, you guys. So there was two books that I needed for class. For each class that I'm in this semester. The first class, um, the school already provided me with the textbook. And then I had to go and get the anatomy and physiology book. And I'm like, holy shit. They're asking me about homostasis in a discussion question. So, with my smartness, which I already knew about, the Ingram system, right? I just went ahead and answered because I kind of knew about this stuff. I'm very familiar with the integrative health part of the body and wellness as a wellness coach. So I actually don't know why I'm in this class this semester because this was the class that I was supposed to take in another class for this semester, and it was supposed to be four classes, but I absolutely had to get out of these four classes because of my schedule. Like I have a mentorship meeting this Friday. I have a mentorship meeting this Friday. So, um, no God, I have a paper that I have to write that I'm probably going to start writing on the weekend. And then, of course, I go back in the class tomorrow and I have to start doing some stuff over there in class. So, you know, I, it's just a lot when you're in class. It's just a lot. And getting these books for class and stuff like that. So somebody else just messaged me. A couple of people are messaging me in Reddit telling me that they have the book. Okay. I trust I trust my little dealer who I'm dealing with. He's a nerd. He's a little geek like me, so he has what I'm looking for. And I mean, I've looked on Amazon, I've looked on Google Play. I mean, I've looked everywhere to like purchase the book, and like it's, I guess by it being a 12th edition 2024 textbook, it's hard to get a copy of this book. And I did find one place, it's $35, but like I said, I ended up getting it for 18 bucks. So I'm not complaining, you know. So I have everything that I need for class. The school did provide me with one of my textbooks, but the other three that I had to go out and get. But yeah, I made it through. I am making it through the first week. As you guys know, it's back to class. Break ended actually on the 3rd. Most of my classmates were already in class when I started posting on the board. They must have started posting on the board over the weekend. I don't know. I just utilized the last couple of days to just kind of rest and relax, really not thinking about classes. I mean, as you guys know, first semester is not easy because of all of the legal stuff that I had going on with my ex and then jumping right back in class. Like the legal stuff last year happened that was between June all the way into August. And then turn right back around October, I'm sitting in class. Because you guys do know that I started classes on October the 23rd of last year. So that lasted from October the 23rd all the way until we got out, which I believe was December the 14th of last year when that semester ended. And then we went on break, right, from the 14th of December until January the 5th. So today is my first day in spring classes, you guys. I'm still doing the mentorship program. I get out of one mentorship program for 12 weeks. Now I'm in another mentorship program for an additional 12 weeks. Oh, and I actually have to meet up with my mentee this Friday. So if you guys go to the community board on my channel here, you will see that badge that the school honored me with, certifying me as like a mentor at the college, right? And then, of course, they gave me my letter of recommendation, which recognizes me as a holistic provider. That letter that the school presented to me will be put on the website. And I think that's going to be important because when you guys are out here searching for holistic providers, wellness coaches, people who are working with essential oils, you need to see credibility. You need to see that you're actually legit, you know. And a lot of people can get on here and say that they're this and they're that, but they have no credentials. Who is this messaging me? They have no credentials. They have no, okay. They have no, legitimacy behind them. And you guys just trust them with your health. I will tell you this. I saw an article online. I saw an article online of a lady who she put perfume on, and that toxin from the perfume ended up getting into her system. Because if you don't know, you have thyroid glands in your wrist. And she rubbed, and I often used to do this when I was young, put perfume on there. Well, anyway, she put perfume on there, and those toxins, something she was allergic to in the perfume, ended up getting into her bloodstream, and it ended up unaliving her. So when you guys are out here trusting people who say that they're holistic providers and they're herbalists, and you're taking herbs that they're telling you to take, and you're putting these things in your body, it can instantly unalive you. There are herbs out here that can unalive you. If you did not know this, um I drink dandelion tea, okay? There is a certain consistency of that tea for your body, your height, and your weight, so that that particular herb does not unalive you. Putting herbs and things in your body and on your body can actually do this. And you have people out here who are putting things in their body and on their bodies, trusting what these people are saying, and they don't have this certification, they don't have this degree, they don't have this license, they don't have a certification that says that they can work with herbal remedies, herbal practices, or anything. So when you guys go to my website, you see it all. You see the licenses, you see the certifications, you see the credentials, because I want you guys to be able to trust me when you come and you get services from me. Okay. And I have no idea what this siren is. There are certain cases where you have to be careful. You have to be careful what you're putting in your body, what you're putting on your body, what you're consuming, even what I would call safe herbs, which are dandelions, which are your safe herbs. And you can go in your backyard and pull some dandelions and you can steep them and all that. But you have to look at the poisons that have been sprayed on there and all this stuff here, and see, with all of my services and herbs and things like that, it's all organic, which means Akina grows these things in my house. I grow these plant medicines in my home. And at any time, the government can come here and knock on my door and it can audit me. It can actually lock me up. Uh, Especially when you're, into this practice. And that's just how the government is. So, like I said, this is why when you guys come to my website, you see what you see on there. And I know it's a lot of paperwork. And I know that it's a lot of disclaimers. And I also know that it is a lot of legal stuff. Some of those documents on there, yes, it does require a notary signature, as well as my signature to a notary. So when you go see your notary and get something signed, it's going to come straight to the notary office who I deal with. Hold on. So when you guys are going to these websites and you're trusting these people and they don't have credentials or anywhere like on social media, whether that be TikTok, anywhere where people are promoting their services, and you guys don't ask these people what is your credential, what is your license, what is your, they don't have anything to show you. And people who are in the holistic field, we have to be extremely careful what we tell you guys. I will tell you that I don't treat, I don't care, I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that. And I think it's important that you guys understand what my services can and cannot do. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand the holistic field. And I think we're coming to a point right now where people are going to have to start looking at this field as an alternative option, because what I'm in is I'm in alternative health. And I actually need to go take my vitamins here in a moment, drink my black tea, detox. Um, yeah. You guys may need to look into this, because with the cost of medicines right now, the marketplace right now, and how expensive it is to get your medicines and see the doctor, you may have to start looking at this as an alternative option. Okay. What I do is I do wellness services. Sometime later in the year, I will be doing wellness workshops. It's springtime, it's going to start warming up. It's time to start getting back into the gardening on my end. That's what I'm getting ready to do, you guys. All of the naturopathic products that you see on my website, I'm probably not going to start getting into that until the cooler months. Unfortunately, I didn't do it for last year, so I'm looking at a window of September to October this year. So right now, it's pretty much going to be workshops, and it's going to be wellness stuff. That's where I'm at right now. But yeah, you guys, class. I think this semester is going to go by really, really fast. I only have 7 weeks. That's it, and we're already in week one. And I'm excited, and things kind of seem to be going smooth sailing so far. I do have some reading that I have to do for this week. I just kind of did a quick scan over some stuff for one of my classes, just to kind of interact, trying to kind of get on board. I did not do any reading over the weekend. I didn't do any reading over the weekend, and that's typically what I do before I go into class. I'll do reading for 2 days, and then go in and know what I'm dealing with. So tonight I do have to do reading for my class tomorrow, and um, the way how it's looking, probably the weekend I will start working on the paper. Um, so go to class tomorrow, kind of knock that out, and then have the weekend to kind of work on papers or whatever's needed, and kind of get through week one smooth sailing. So that's the plan. Um, I don't know. It just seems like this semester is going to go by fast. So far, it's smooth sailing in the class. And I'm the only, well, I'm not going to say I'm the only black person in this class. I did see another black lady in the class with me. She's taking up like a master herbalist degree. So I know what she's going to be when it's all said and done. Like, she probably has her herbal practice. I'm probably going to reach out to her, because that's what us holistic people do. We tend to kind of connect with each other, and get information and resources. And I think it's going to be important that you guys connect with people like me, because people who work in the holistic field and have holistic businesses, we tend to have information and resources for like gardening, canning, all of that stuff that you guys are probably into, especially if you want to start living off the grid, which is my ultimate plan, is to get away from these systems. Like, the only thing that I have to do now is physically get away from these systems. But outside of that, you guys, yeah, I'm really excited about this semester. And then once I'm done with the spring, and then I'll go into the summer, and then I'll go into the fall. And that's it. I'll be done. That's literally it, you guys. So, you guys, I have a lot that I need to do. I need to go cook. What are we eating today? What did I send? You guys, I forgot what I sent. What I was cooking. I think my kids said they wanted sloppy joes or something. I don't know. I think that's what I sent for. I don't know, because right when I got up this morning, I ate breakfast. I went straight into class, and that's kind of where my mindset has been. And it's just now moving forward in a, what is this? They're backing out. Now it's just moving forward in a positive direction from here. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'll probably be live later in the week, probably like Wednesday or Thursday. I'll be live again. But you guys have a good week. I need to write down the chapters that I need to read for this week in class. I need to charge up my computer. I need to some kind of way get these textbooks on my like literally on my computer. So that's what I'm gonna do. But anyways, I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. You guys be safe. Have a good day. Have a good Monday. My kids go back on Thursday to school. There's just a lot of changes that are being made right now, you guys. Um, on top of me going back to class, getting off break back to class. So you guys take care, be safe, and I will see you guys later in the week.